Hello friends, I, Professor M. A. Chopde, working as a assistant professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering of N.B. Noble Sinhagad College of Engineering, Solapur. I have 11 years of teaching experience. My qualification is ME in Mechanical Engineering, and also I have qualified the GATE exam in the year 2007. I welcome you all for today's session. We are dealing, as we know that since last session, we are dealing with the chapter heat exchangers of the subject heat and mass transfer. In the last session, we have covered the points: what are heat exchangers and its examples, classification of heat exchangers, analysis of heat exchanger by LMTD method. We have seen what is overall heat transfer coefficient, what is LMTD, and lastly, we have derived the expression for LMTD for parallel flow heat exchanger in the last session. In today's session, we will deal with the numerical part of parallel flow heat exchanger. The formulas needed for getting the solution of numericals for parallel flow heat exchanger. I have listed the basic formulas here. The first formula, the rate of heat transfer, that is Q is equal to U into A into theta m, where Q is the rate of heat transfer, unit is watts or joule per second, U is the overall heat transfer coefficient, unit is watt per meter square degree Celsius or watt per meter square degree Kelvin, A is the area of heat exchanger, unit is meter square, theta m is the logarithmic mean temperature difference, that is LMTD, the unit is degree Celsius or degree Kelvin. Heat transfer rate can also be written as per the basic laws of thermodynamics as m dot h into Cph into bracket Th1 minus Th2, which is the heat lost by the hot fluid, which is also equal to heat gained by the cold fluid, which is written as m dot c Cpc Th2 minus Tc1. Here you may see that there is no negative sign involved for the hot fluid because we are writing the temperature difference as higher temperature minus lower temperature. As we know that inlet temperature of hot fluid is higher temperature and exit temperature of hot fluid is lower temperature. As we have written that formula mCp Th1 minus Th2, that is higher temperature minus lower temperature, no need of writing the negative sign. Second formula theta m, that we have derived the expression in the last session. The formula we have got as theta m is equal to theta 2 minus theta 1 upon ln, that is natural logarithm of theta 2 upon theta 1. This can also be written as theta 1 minus theta 2 upon ln theta 1 upon theta 2. For parallel flow, theta 1 is equal to the temperature difference of the two fluids at inlet. Theta 2 is the temperature difference of the two fluids at the exit. That is theta 1 is equal to Th1 minus Tc1, that is temperature of hot fluid minus temperature of cold fluid at inlet. Theta 2 is equal to Th2 minus Tc2, that is temperature of hot fluid at exit minus temperature of cold fluid at exit. Third formula that we need, that is overall heat transfer coefficient. that is denoted by U. Overall heat transfer coefficient, in the last session we have seen that it is nothing but it is a reciprocal of summation of thermal resistance, that can be written as 1 upon U is equal to summation of resistance, that is thermal resistance. For example, for case of two fluids separated by plane wall, 1 upon U is written as, that is summation of R here, as we know that in case of heat exchangers, it consists of two modes of heat transfer, conduction and convection. Here suppose that a plane wall, to one side of the plane there is a hot fluid, and to the other side of the fluid there is a other side of the wall it is having a cold fluid. So the summation of thermal resistance can be written as 1 upon Hi plus L upon K plus 1 upon Ho, where Hi is the heat transfer coefficient for one fluid and Ho is the heat transfer coefficient for other fluid, and L upon K, that is the conduction resistance, and we have seen in the chapter conduction, the resistance for conduction is given by L upon, that is thickness upon the thermal conductivity. So these are the formulas, basic formulas that are needed to solve the numericals on parallel flow heat exchanger. Once again I repeat that we need the formula Q is equal to U into A into theta m, which can also be written as m dot h Cph Th1 minus Th2 is equal to m dot c Cpc into bracket Tc2 minus Tc1. Theta m, that is LMTD, formula is theta 2 minus theta 1 upon ln theta 2 upon theta 1, which can also be written as theta 1 minus theta 2 upon ln theta 1 upon theta 2. For parallel flow, theta 1 value is theta 1 Th1 minus Tc1, theta 2 is equal to Th2 minus Tc2. Overall heat transfer coefficient, that is the reciprocal of thermal resistance, it can be written as 1 upon U is equal to 1 upon Hi plus L upon K plus 1 upon Ho for two fluids separated by a plane wall. Now let us see one numerical on parallel flow heat exchanger. Let us read the example 1. In a food processing plant, a brine solution is heated from minus 12 degrees Celsius to minus 6.5 degrees Celsius in a double pipe parallel flow heat exchanger by water entering at 35 degrees Celsius and leaving at 20.5 degrees Celsius at the rate of 9 kg per minute. Determine the heat exchanger area for an overall heat transfer coefficient of 860 watt per meter square Kelvin. For water, Cp is equal to 4.187 into 10 raised to 3 joule per kg Kelvin. Now slowly we'll read the example once again and we'll note down the given data. It is given that in a food processing plant, a brine solution is heated from minus 12 degrees Celsius to minus 6.5 degrees Celsius. It means that brine solution is a cold fluid, because in heat exchangers the temperature of cold fluid increases whereas temperature of hot fluid decreases. So as brine solution temperature is increased from minus 12 degrees Celsius to minus 6.5 degrees Celsius, it is a cold fluid. Further, in a double pipe parallel flow heat exchanger, means it is a parallel flow heat exchanger by water entering at 35 degrees Celsius and leaving at 20.5 degrees Celsius. Here the temperature of water is decreasing from 35 degrees Celsius to 20.5 degrees Celsius. it means that water is a hot fluid at a rate of, which is moving at a rate of 9 kg per minute. Means mass flow rate of hot fluid is given as 9 kg per minute. While solving the numericals, we need the mass flow rate in the unit kg per second. So we need to convert kg per minute into kg per second. Now let us write the given data in numerical form. TH1, that is temperature of hot fluid, that is the temperature of water at inlet, it is given as 35 degrees Celsius. So TH1 is equal to 35 degrees Celsius. TH2, that is exit temperature of hot fluid, that is the exit temperature of water as given as 20.5 degrees Celsius. TC1, that is temperature of cold fluid at inlet, that is temperature of brine solution at inlet, it is given as minus 12 degrees Celsius. TC2, that is the exit temperature of cold fluid, is given as minus 6.5 degrees Celsius. So TC2 is equal to minus 6.5 degrees Celsius. Now, one thing we have to remember here, that as in heat exchanger numericals, temperature difference is involved. There is no need to convert the temperature from degree Celsius to degree Kelvin or degree Kelvin to degree Celsius. As difference is there, it makes no change. So there is no need to convert degree Celsius into degree Kelvin in case of heat exchanger. Now mass flow rate, it is given as 9 kg per minute of the hot water. Let us convert it into kg per second. We need mass flow rate in kg per second. So converting 9 kg per minute as kg per second, that is dividing by 60. 9 divided by 60 is equal to 0.15 kg per second. Now in the second sentence, it is given that determine the heat exchanger area. Means we need to determine the area A for an overall heat transfer coefficient of 860 watt per meter square Kelvin. Means here overall heat transfer coefficient U is given as 860 watt per meter square Kelvin. Further it is given that for water, that is specific heat of water is given as 4.187 into 10 raised to 3 joule per kg Kelvin. So Cp is equal to 4.187 into 10 raised to 3 joule per kg Kelvin. This is the given data. We need to find the heat exchanger area A. Now let us move towards the solution part. The formula which we need for heat exchanger is Q is equal to U into A into theta m. As we need to find area A here, let us write this formula in the form of area. A is equal to Q upon U into theta m. Now in order to find the heat exchanger area, we need Q, we need U, and we need theta m. U is already given in the numerical as 860 watt per meter square Kelvin, so no need to find it. Q is not directly given, theta m is also not given directly. Now we need, in order to find the heat exchanger area, we need to find Q and theta m. Now we have the formula for Q as, either it can be written as heat lost by the hot fluid or heat gained by the cold fluid. Now let us write, as mass flow rate of hot fluid is given, we will write as Q is equal to heat lost by hot fluid is equal to m dot h Cph into bracket Th1 minus Th2. Now mass flow rate of hot fluid, it is m dot h is given, Cph is given, specific heat is given, Th1 is also given, Th2 is also given. So all the values we know. Let us put these values in the formula. We get Q is equal to 0.15 into 4.187 into 10 raised to 3 into bracket 35 minus 20.5. After calculating, we get Q is equal to 9106.7 joule per second. As Cp is given is joule per second, so let us write Q also the unit as joule per second, which is nothing but watt. Now we need to find the theta m in order to get the area A. Theta m, we have the formula theta 1 minus theta 2 upon ln theta 1 upon theta 2. As we discussed, for parallel flow, theta 1 is nothing but Th1 minus Tc1 and theta 2 is nothing but Th2 minus Tc2. We know the values Th1, Tc1, Th2, Tc2. Let us put in this formula and let us get theta 1 and theta 2 values. That is theta 1 is equal to theta 1 is equal to Th1 minus Tc1 is equal to 35 minus into bracket minus 12 is equal to 47 degrees Celsius. Theta 2 is equal to Th2 minus Tc2 is equal to 20.5 minus into bracket minus 6.5. After simplifying, we get 27 degrees Celsius. So theta 1 we have got as 47 degrees Celsius. Theta 2 we have got as 27 degrees Celsius. Let us put both these values in the formula theta m. We get theta m is equal to 47 minus 27 upon ln 47 upon 27. After simplifying, after calculating, we get theta m is equal to 36.10 degrees Celsius. This is the mean temperature difference. That is theta m is equal to 36.10 degrees Celsius. Now we know, in order to get the area, we know Q, we know U, that is already given in the numerical, and we have also calculated the theta m. Let us put all these values in the formula. A is equal to Q upon U into theta m. We get, after substituting the values, we get area A is equal to 0.293 meter square, which is the required answer. So this is the numerical for parallel fluid exchanger. In the next session, we will see one more numerical on parallel fluid exchanger.